If you're into Japanese green tea, you've definitely heard of Itoen. I mean, they're a giant in the industry. But right now, behind that famous name, there's a really fascinating and kind of dramatic financial story playing out. And it could signal a huge turning point for the whole company. So let's dive in and see what's really going on. You see this everywhere, right? Itoen's star product, Ocha, is known all around the globe. It's basically a symbol of quality Japanese tea. But if you were to peek at their recent financial reports, you'd find a number that seems to tell a totally different and frankly, a pretty confusing story. And yeah, that's the number, 0.50%. This is Itoen's forecasted return on equity, or ROE, for the fiscal year ending in April 2026. Just 0.5%. For a huge, successful company like this, that figure is, wow, it's shockingly low. And it makes you ask one big question. What on earth is going on at Itoen? So to figure that out, we need to dig into what looks like a big problem on the surface, but might actually be the very core of their comeback plan. Okay, so first, a super quick refresher on ROE. It's a key metric for investors. Basically, it tells you how good a company's management is at using investors' money to make more money, to generate profits. A high ROE is great. A low one, well, it usually suggests there's a problem. So yeah, that 0.50% looks like a massive red flag. So, is the company in trouble? Surprisingly, the answer is no. That rock bottom ROE isn't a sign of a sick business. It's actually the calculated one-time cost of a huge strategic overhaul, a plan to clear out some old, inefficient parts of the business to set themselves up for a much more profitable future. And the heart of this big restructuring plan, it lies in a part of the business that's just so classically Japanese, their vending machine network. You know, as the way we buy things changes, managing a giant network of vending machines has gotten, well, pretty inefficient. So Itoen made a really bold move. They're merging their whole vending machine business with another company called Neos to create one single, much more streamlined operation. And this new venture has a super clear three-part game plan. First, they're optimizing all the delivery routes to slash costs. Second, they're cutting down the number of products to focus on only the stuff that actually sells. And third, they're turning these machines into little convenience stores by adding food and other higher value items. This quote here really gets to the heart of it. The goal isn't just about a quick fix. It's about totally transforming the business model to be profitable for the long haul. They're taking a calculated, short-term hit to the books to set themselves up for years of solid, sustainable growth. But, you know, this kind of big, messy restructuring can make investors pretty nervous. So let's take a look at how Itoen has been handling that relationship, because they're sending a very, very clear message. Get this, the company's net profit is projected to absolutely plummet. We're talking down by a staggering 92.9% because of all these restructuring costs. And yet, look at the annual dividend they pay to shareholders. It's staying right at 42 yen per share, unchanged. That is a huge statement. By not cutting that dividend, even when profits are basically evaporating, management is pretty much shouting from the rooftops, "We've got this. We know this is temporary, and we are committed to you, our shareholders." It's a massive vote of confidence in their own turnaround plan. And on top of that, Itoen has this pretty unique setup that's friendly to different kinds of investors. They offer what are called preferred shares, which pay a higher dividend for those who are more focused on steady income. It's just another sign that this is a company that really thinks about its shareholders. Now, cleaning up the domestic business is only half the story, because while they're busy fixing the old stuff, they are aggressively building something new. And that takes us to the global stage. The real engine for Itoen's future growth isn't just a more efficient business in Japan. It's the absolutely explosive expansion of their brand overseas. And this is where the story gets really, really exciting. I mean, just look at these numbers. In the first 3 quarters of fiscal year 2026, beverage sales in Southeast Asia jumped 20% compared to the year before. In North America, tea bag sales are up 8%. These aren't just little gains. This is some serious, powerful momentum. So what's driving all this? Well, the rest of the world is finally catching on to what Japan has known for a long time. As people all over the globe are shifting away from sugary drinks towards healthier, unsweetened options, Ito En's Ocha is perfectly positioned to ride that massive wave. So when you put it all together, you have the big cleanup at home and this incredible boom happening abroad. What does it all mean? Well, it looks a whole lot like a company that's right at a critical turning point. So let's just recap the entire story here. On one side, you have the domestic business, taking its medicine to become way more efficient. On the other side, the global business is just on fire. It's a huge growth engine. That crazy low 0.50% ROE, it's not a sign of weakness. It's the price they're paying for this transformation. And the proof is in the pudding. That stable dividend is management's way of showing they believe it's all going to pay off. Ultimately, the whole investment case for Ito En today is really a bet on a rebound. It's for people who can look at the current numbers, not as a reflection of today, but as the launchpad for a much more efficient and much more profitable future. The company has made its move. It has paid the upfront cost. So the big question for anyone watching this is this the moment? Is this the time to buy into the story right before the numbers really start to show the turnaround that's already happening?